Guys, I was robbed. This is the Decor and Lifestyle Center. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Charlene, and if you're visiting for the first time, I'm happy that you're here. And thank you to all my returning subscribers. You make all of this worthwhile. Thank you so much. Guys, I was robbed. I was forced to renovate my first home because I was robbed. So this house, guys, I used to store my equipment for my events, right? When I have an event, I would go there with my team and we would plan and just decide what we're going to be using and all of that. And would you believe that these, you can find one adjective for them for me? Yeah, them boy when I want to work. Yeah, working on my house and keep up my things there. But then there's a blessing in all of this because I was forced to renovate the house. Because of that, because there's clearly a security issue, and never get somebody to put in their house and just rethink everything. Rental property. So for years I've been considering fixing up this house, and sometimes when I have the money, when I have the time, I'm so busy, and another time again, when I have the time, the money not so hot. So yeah, that's the lesson that I took from all of this. I had to renovate the property. So for this video, basically guys, you're going to be seeing me working because 95% of this renovation I had to do myself with these two hands. I had a few friends and family who would pass through every now and again and help me out. But a big shout out to Neil, who really, helped me out in painting the ceiling and help me to position the drywall and all of that, But yeah, you will see that I was basically chipping away at that house all the night myself. So I'd go there for like anywhere between 6 and 7 weeks. Every day, sometimes night and day, work on this house to ensure that it was secure, and two, it would also mean another stream of income. Because outside of that, the reason why I didn't do it prior to this is because, for one, I would probably still have to find somewhere to store the things. And and I'm sure that the probably would have come at a cost too. So I just balanced it out and said, well, I have the house, might as well just use it. And that house was locked up with the stuff for 10 years. We would go back and forth there. And for the most part, I don't know, I thought I maybe got a little bit complacent, and because of that, so when COVID hit, and the whole world turned upside down at that point, I wasn't even sure if what would happen when our industry would open, because even now, 2 years later, it is still not fully open, So I didn't want to invest a lot of money into the house, not knowing what would happen. So while it wasn't done to the standard that I'm usually doing these kind of work, I wanted to, normally I would have invoked a little pizzazz and style into the house, and it lacked all of that, right? Simply because I just was not sure. I was just basically trying to get it ready because a lot of persons would encourage me and say, rent the place, people want a place to live, rent the place and put some money in there. And that's what I did. So function was the primary goal behind putting this house together for rental. Okay, so it wasn't about aesthetics. So let me just make that very clear. It was not about aesthetics. I mean, I'm sure later on, when time and resources prevail, I will be able to fix it up the way I want to, if I decide to do that, because for the first time, I'm really considering that I might even sell it, because I'm not even so sure that I want to be going back and forth to that community anymore, so I'm thinking about that as well. But in between time, it is now rented, and so when I went there, when my neighbors called me to say that the place had been broken into, and I went in and I looked and I said, Lord, what is this? The boy them took out the grill and put it aground and just basically took out my things. I mean, so they took things like I had tents there that I would use to set up events. They took my tables, anything that could go through the bathroom window, that's what they took, because I even had a little office refrigerator. And I'm sure when I come and find the refrigerator moved, so I'm sure they were thinking of taking that too, but it wouldn't go through the window. And I had a little container on top of there that I would, you know, store tea and drink, because the refrigerator had drink in there, it had water. Of course, you know, so then clean out the whole of that. When I go, them left the fan on, you could see them live life in a place while them are rabbits, right? And like I said, the little container that I had with tea, adding teaspoons and, you know, little coffee cream, a little salt and everything. So look what them tea for container too. So it really just goes to show how depraved they are, you know, and just the level that they would go, because it looked like them really are hungry too. And tea for container with the little sugar and the salt. That's a whole real thing there. Understand? So, like I said, the renovation aspect of it, you will see me doing some work in there, and I took a lot of pride in putting the little house together so that, you know, it could be rented. And when the tenants came, they were quite happy with it, even though, like I said, from my standard it wasn't so hot. But I had to do it because of security reasons. I had to ensure first and foremost that the place was secure. Yeah, and I took some lessons from the whole scenario, because I was there delaying, and them said delay is danger, and it really was, right? Yeah, Robert, please. This is the very, very first time I've ever felt violated like this, you know? Tell me though, this ever happened to you? Give me an idea in the comment how you dealt with it. If anybody has invaded your space, your personal space like that, tell me how you feel and how you dealt with it. Because it was pretty. I was so nervous for months. Even when I went there, I was so scared, you know, back and forth. I wondered if anybody would watch me. And then, you know, what really put the icing on the cake, that's something. So of course, my husband said to me, no, I was gonna report it. You know, and then they say, you know, the police here, you call them people all dead, them don't come. That's how bad the security system is here. I mean, people are dead, and then you call them and they don't come. So I'm a little house of a rabbit, in a man, they're not going to show up. But had I done that though, I think I would have been able to take a different step, because I drive through in a community and see the things then. Yeah. So the tent, I was able to identify it, because when where the tent was stored, right? It was just the tent alone that was in the tent bag, just the frame. I had stored the top in another room. And so of course when them thief the tent, them swear so them get everything. I drive past my community and see my tent, wet me two tent, them well pitched. And then take my fabric them and I'll drape around the tent frame. You saw them brazen? Yeah. And then because I didn't report it, you know, my husband just said, make it stay, make it go on, sure. Make it go on. Yeah man, so I drive past it for a couple of weeks, well, just look for my things and I want to go over there. And I say, but just make it go on. God knows, and he will figure it out, you know. And when I'm gonna say them need the things more than me, because I make things and then I'm right to take them as far as I'm concerned. But some things you have to just let go and just make it go on, you know. But so guys, I hope that you will see some takeaways in this video, even the renovating or the whole story time, because this is indeed a story time. Then take me things and you just have to figure it out. But guys, that's it. That's how the cookie crumbles, and that's how life is sometimes. You just have to find the good in all of it and try and move on. And that's exactly what I did. So before I go though, remember to like, subscribe and share, and talk to me in the comments, guys. I want to hear from you. I want to know how you feel about what's happening on the channel. Give me a little bit of hint, a little feedback, because it really does help the channel when you do that. And most importantly guys, remember to turn on your post notification So you will subscribe, but you won't know when I upload a video. And we have to keep the community going because I like sharing all of this video and I want to hear from you. Alright? So turn on your post notification, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Walk good and take care. Bye bye for now.